The automotive world has always been captivated by the artistry, exclusivity, and sheer brilliance of Bugatti. A name synonymous with elegance, engineering perfection, and timeless design, Bugatti has never been afraid to push the limits of creativity. With the unveiling of BROUILLARD, the first masterpiece from the marque's new Programme Solitaire, Bugatti steps into a new chapter of its illustrious history. This extraordinary one-of-one creation is far more than a car. It is the rebirth of true coach building in its purest sense, a handcrafted vision that blends legacy with a daring future. BROUILLARD embodies purity, purpose, and a bold statement of individuality, reminding the world that Bugatti's mastery goes beyond performance to capture the spirit of timeless artistry. The inspiration behind BROUILLARD comes from a deeply personal and historical reference to Ettore Bugatti, the visionary founder of the marque. Ettore had a beloved horse that carried the name BROUILLARD, and just as the animal represented grace, loyalty, and strength, this new automotive masterpiece reflects the same spirit. The choice of name is not simply symbolic, it is a deliberate nod to Bugatti's heritage, where the blending of engineering and artistry was never just about speed, but about creating living sculptures on wheels. In BROUILLARD, this heritage is reimagined for a modern era, where exclusivity and craftsmanship matter more than ever. The philosophy behind Programme Solitaire is to reintroduce the lost art of coach building, a tradition where cars were not just machines but canvases of individuality. In the golden age of motoring, wealthy patrons would commission cars that bore their personal signature, each one unique, each one unrepeatable. Bugatti, always ahead of its time, was central to this movement, producing bespoke creations that were as much about emotion as they were about functionality. BROUILLARD, being the very first under this program, redefines that ethos for today, ensuring that a client does not merely buy a car, but owns a personal vision turned into reality by the finest artisans. Every curve of BROUILLARD has been sculpted with intention. This is not a car designed by committees or dictated by trends, it is an intimate dialogue between heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation. The form is both muscular and elegant, capturing the essence of motion even when standing still. Light plays across its surfaces in a way that is almost alive, reflecting a purity of design that draws the eye but never overwhelms it. The proportions are purposeful, with a stance that evokes both presence and grace, a natural extension of its namesake horse. The artistry in the details reveals Bugatti's commitment to perfection. Every line, every surface, every material speaks of a car that has been engineered with emotion, not just logic. But BROUILLARD is not only about aesthetics, it is about engineering excellence woven seamlessly into beauty. Bugatti has always stood at the pinnacle of automotive performance, and this creation is no exception. Every aspect of its construction is designed to harmonize power with elegance, ensuring that behind the quiet confidence of its design lies the heart of a thoroughbred. The marriage of artistry and engineering is what elevates BROUILLARD from a simple object of desire to a masterpiece of human achievement. It is proof that a car can transcend its function to become something greater, a timeless expression of identity and legacy. The emotional essence of BROUILLARD lies in its exclusivity. This is not a production vehicle, not a machine destined for assembly lines or mass replication. It is a one-of-one, a singular expression of individuality that can never be duplicated. That exclusivity speaks to the very soul of Bugatti's philosophy. True luxury is not about ownership of something rare, but of something unique. In BROUILLARD, the owner becomes part of the story, shaping a creation that will exist as an irreplaceable piece of automotive history. This makes the car not only a collector's dream but also a symbol of Bugatti's ability to create art that moves both body and spirit. Bugatti's decision to launch Programme Solitaire with BROUILLARD is no coincidence. It signals the beginning of a new era for the brand, one where craftsmanship takes center stage once more. In an age when technology is rapidly transforming the automotive landscape, with electrification, automation, and digitization changing the way we think about cars, Bugatti reminds the world that emotion and individuality remain at the heart of luxury. BROUILLARD is proof that even as the industry evolves, there will always be space for artistry, for stories, and for creations that speak directly to the human soul. The legacy of Ettore Bugatti was built on more than speed and performance. He was an artist, an innovator, and a dreamer who believed that cars should inspire as much as they impress. With BROUILLARD, that vision is alive once again. The car mirrors the grace and presence of the horse that inspired its name, but it also reflects the unshakable philosophy that Bugatti holds dear, that beauty and purpose must always coexist, that engineering is at its best when it is emotional, and that true luxury is defined by individuality. BROUILLARD is more than just a car, it is a statement of intent. It tells the world that Bugatti is not content to rest on past achievements but is committed to writing new chapters of automotive history. With this creation, Bugatti demonstrates that it can balance tradition with innovation, heritage with modernity, and exclusivity with universality. It is a car that will forever stand as a beacon of what is possible when vision, passion, and artistry come together without compromise. As the inaugural masterpiece of Programme Solitaire, BROUILLARD is a symbol of rebirth. It is the rebirth of true coach building, of a tradition where cars were sculpted not for markets but for dreams. It is the rebirth of an era where automobiles could be poetry in motion, each one telling its own story. And above all, it is the rebirth of Bugatti's enduring role as not just a carmaker, but as a creator of masterpieces that transcend time. In BROUILLARD, Bugatti has captured more than the spirit of a horse or the vision of a founder, it has captured the essence of what it means to create something that will last forever. Sculpted with intention, engineered with emotion, and crafted with soul, BROUILLARD is a masterpiece that stands alone, yet speaks to a legacy shared by all who believe in the beauty of pure creation. A new chapter has begun, and it is one written in the language of artistry, exclusivity, and passion, with Bugatti once again leading the way. Would you like me to also make this article script-friendly, more engaging with pauses and cinematic flow, so it can be read naturally for a YouTube video voiceover?